What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cafe. I'm back with another one. Let's get into it. Now, some months ago, the internet was blowing up because there was rumors and stories going around that BET was up for sale and that Tyler Perry was going to buy BET. Everybody was excited. A lot of people was happy because they're like, "Oh, okay, Tyler Perry's going to buy it. I don't see no reason why he shouldn't be able to buy it because he's already working over there. Tyler's going to buy the network. He's going to bring it back to where it was." Now, those was stories that was going around. Then also, it wasn't just Tyler Perry, but it was Byron Allen and a few other people that had put their bid in to buy the network. Then after that, there was stories that went around again that was saying that Tyler Perry was successful in his purchase of the network and that he owns BET. Unfortunately, some of that stuff was not true. Now, it was true that BET was up for sale by Paramount. It was true that Tyler, Byron Allen, Diddy, and a few other people did put their bids in. But Tyler was not the owner of BET. He was not successful in his bid. And people was wondering what happened, what's going on, because we didn't really hear much about the story, what was going on, what happened. Well, I'm here to give you all the information from the research that I did. And according to Tyler Perry, he was doing a summit and he didn't go into much detail, but he said that he was upset with Paramount the way that they handled the the selling of the network because he felt that they were asking way too much for something that was not worth that amount of money. So I guess Tyler felt like, hey, what y'all asking for is way too much, and I'm not going to pay that amount for it. Now, his bid was 2 billion, but Paramount wanted 3. So Paramount said no. Byron Allen came in with his bid. It wasn't 3, it was roughly close to 3 billion. Paramount said no. So now some people felt like that, hey, you know what? That Paramount was bogus for this. Some people felt like that Paramount was being a little racist towards these guys. But to me, this is my thing. I don't think this was bogus, nor do I think that this was racist. This was just business. Because when Paramount bought BT from Bob Johnson, they paid 3 billion for it. I think it was 3 billion or 3.5 billion, but I know it was 3 billion, so don't quote me on that. But I know it was 3 billion. And we all know that when Paramount bought it, that things had changed and BET wasn't what it used to be. So Paramount, in making this purchase and seeing that this was not a good purchase on their end, was like, hey, you know what? This is not going the way that we want it to go. So let's try to see if we can sell it and if anybody will be interested in buying it. Nothing wrong with that. So they was at least trying to get the money that they spent to purchase it. They was at least trying to get that back. And I'm not mad at them for that because when you buy something and you're gonna sell it, especially if it has value, your thing is that you at least want to get uh more than what you spent on it, or at least close to what you purchased it for. And that's what happened in this case. So I'm not mad at Viacom and Paramount at all for the asking price. Because we saw this happen with Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan bought the Bobcats, he paid 275 million for a majority of the shares of the company. I mean, for the team. And Things wasn't going where he thought they wasn't going to, according to his plan or where he wanted it to go. So Michael said, you know what, I'm going to sell the team. His asking price for the team was 3 billion. Now some people may look at that like, well, he only paid 275. He's selling for 3 billion. True, but he was looking at the value of it. That's why he sold it for 3 billion, because a sports franchise in the NBA and any sports franchise, but especially the NBA franchise, has value on it and can make tons and tons of money. Just like a network, BT. It has value in it and it has potential where it can make tons and tons of money. Now, some people may feel like that, hey, BT ain't worth 3 billion because they haven't had good programs on that since, and including now, they still don't have good programs, which is true. It is true. But you have to look at the overall picture. Having or owning a major television and film network says a lot, and it puts you in a position of power. And it's a lot of people and a lot of business people who want to be in the entertainment industry that they will pay the money for it. They will definitely drop their cash for it. Now, since both of these men was not successful in their bids, I felt like what they should have done was this. If Tyler had 2 billion and Byron Allen had, let's say if he had 2.5 billion, that they both could have came together and said, hey, you know what, Tyler, let's do it this way. You put up your two, I put up my two. I own a percentage of the company, you own a percentage of the company, and the other percentage will go to the shareholders. So now if Viacom is asking for 3 and you guys come to them with 4, then yeah, I don't see no reason why Viacom is going to turn that down, because they're like, okay, we was asking for 3, but we got 4. Fine, sold. Now, why these two guys didn't do that, I don't know. Some people may feel like it was ego. Some people may feel like it was other reasons why. I don't know. But it would have been a really good thing for these two guys to do this, because you would have two black men who are already powerful in the entertainment and media industry to come together to own a major black network. That right there would have raised the stock, would have raised the value of BET. See, when you're looking at business and when you're doing business, you can't look at the quick money. You got to look at the long-term money. And if these two guys would have came together and bought it, and let's just say years later they decide to sell it, they would have got more than that 4 billion that they would have put up. Now, I'm not saying that that's what they had, but like I said, just from the information from what I got and just reading everything, that's just my opinion. Now, it is true that Tyler Perry did offer 2 billion and Byron Allen was roughly close to 3 billion. But I just felt like that they should have done that. So now BT is off the market. Viacom took it off the market. They took it off the market for now, but that's not to say it's going to be back on the market again. So I believe that it's going to be back on the market again sometime soon, and that somebody's going to come along and buy it. Now, Tyler said that he was done and he was not interested in purchasing BT. Byron Allen so far hasn't said anything about it. But if Byron Allen is still interested in it, then maybe he can talk to some other black entrepreneurs, millionaires or billionaires, and say, hey, you know what? Let's come together and buy the network. So hopefully that will happen, but we just have to sit back and see. So you guys let me know how you feel about this, about Tyler Perry being upset about not being able to purchase BET because he felt like it was disrespectful what they was asking for. How do you guys feel about this? Let's have this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.